Good evening to everyone. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to welcome everyone for this second event related to the 75th anniversary of the foundation forming of this department. It's always important to know where the careers are going, and it is important not just for the students, it's also important for all of us in the in the department, the faculty particularly, so that we can plan and we can plan in terms of the new courses, and we can plan in terms of how to prepare our students so that they when they go out in the years of their career, how they shape themselves up. All that is very important for the department. So, and all of us have gone through very exciting times, and in some sense even challenging times over the past several months and years and sometimes decades. And we are also going through several interesting challenges or opportunities rather, with the launch of what is called the new education policy in the country. So in this backdrop, we thought that it is time for us to debate on this particular topic, and therefore, in association with the IEEE ComSoc chapter here, we thought that we will have this particular panel session with several esteemed colleagues here to discuss this topic at depth, with a particular emphasis on how things are evolving for ECE discipline on the whole. Before we begin, let me welcome all the panelists into and introduce them for the benefit of all the students and other attendees here. Dr. Dhananjay Gore is a friend of the department for many years, and he is in some sense a former colleague of many of my own colleagues here who worked at Qualcomm for years before they joined here. He is indeed currently in our industry advisory board. He is a vice president of engineering and head of Qualcomm research in India. Along with him, we have Preetham Tatepatti. He's another IAB member. He's actually a MTech from IISc way back in, I guess, 2000 or so. He's currently at TI as an architect and chief technologist. And he is also anchoring, by the way, the TI fellowship program for our MTech students in various disciplines in IISc. Another IAB member with us is Lakshmi Mukund. He is principal engineer at Cisco Systems. And, incidentally, Cisco is also strongly engaged with IISc, ECE, ECS, and, RPC CPS. We have a Center for Network Intelligence supported by Cisco here. And I'm sure many of our students will be, interacting with the center for their project and related aspects. Along with them from IAB, we also have three alumni joining us in this discussion today. One is Dr. Yogesh Prasad. He's scientist at URSC, that is UR Rao Center for Space Applications Center, ISRO Center in Bangalore. He actually did his MTech way back in 2000, but then came back and did a PhD from ECE in 2013. We also have Professor Sriram Gandapati. He was a ME student, ME signal processing student with the department long back. Then after his PhD, he came back and joined the EE department here. I'm sure he will give us some academic perspectives to the discussion here, while Yogesh will be sharing the government research, government R&D perspectives to the audience. And moderating this event is Dr. G.S. Javed, currently at Intel. He was also a PhD from ECE just a few years ago. He's a very active volunteer with IEEE student branch earlier and now with the IEEE Bangalore session. And he's also very fond of education and related aspects here. Before we begin the panel session, I welcome all my colleagues from the department and from elsewhere in the institute, the students, alumni and friends of the department. I should also mention that many questions that we initiate with for the panel today are questions that were shared with us by the students, and I thank all those students who have given those very interesting questions for us to begin this session. And then as it goes, I leave it to Javed to seek more questions and take it forward from here. Javed, please take it over from here.